guys, what's up, what's poppin'? Today, just a little small install for you. We're gonna be putting in the third brake light, the F1 brake light you can call it, that goes down on the diffuser on the 2015 and up WRXs. I went with the smoked lens. I thought it looked good, kind of a little more sleek, a little more incognito, if you will. It'll blend in with the bottom of the diffuser, or it'll blend in with the diffuser when it's not lit, and I think it should be pretty cool. As you can tell, losing my voice just a little bit, so bear with me. Looking in, that's the only hard part about this one, is you look into the camera, because you got this screen, but then it looks like you're looking up. So it's really up to you on which steps you want to go through first, but essentially you're going to be splicing it into the existing taillights at the end of the day. First thing I'm going to do is remove this plug that's already in the diffuser. So this is just a plastic piece. You can reach your hand up there. You probably got to get a screwdriver and just pop this out. I'm going to test fit it, see how it looks. And you've got two little pop tabs under here to get this back of the diffuser loose. So you got one here, and then you can pull this whole thing forward and pop this out. There we go. Boom. Good to go. Good to go.
Focus, 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 focus. Look at that.
So there were two other pop tabs on the farther ends of the diffuser as well. You don't have to remove them, but it makes it a little bit easier to bend the thing out so you can actually get the plug out easier. So 4 total. Whoop, there she goes. So as you can see, it's just two little clips that pop in at the very bottom, or the very bottom here, holding in the stock piece. The light itself, I'm leaving this plastic on during the install so I don't scratch the lens. The light has a little bracket that comes with it to hold it in because it doesn't have tabs on the bottom to actually utilize these stock holes. But let's see how she looks with a little test, fit, action. So there it is. So yeah, I went with the black because it's gonna stay kind of just a subtle look, and then when you hit the brakes, it'll come on. I think it's gonna look good. The light doesn't come with a bracket that fits into the stock tabs. So what it does come with is this metal bracket, which is gonna go behind the plastic, okay? And then there's two plastic pieces built into the diffuser that are gonna go in and hold it in place, essentially like this. And then these tabs go in to the plastic, push them in, which essentially holds this bracket, and then the light mounts to this bracket itself, holding everything all tight and nice. So next, you wanna pop out this trim piece in the trunk. There's just 3 little fasteners, I should say. Just get yourself a flathead screwdriver, pop those out, bada bang, bada boom. I ended up having to take everything out of the trunk to actually get this piece out. Probably don't have to do that, but I didn't want to break anything, and it seemed like it was having to use a lot of force. So there she is. So then you're just gonna have another fastener here up at the top behind the tail light. You're gonna want to remove without breaking it. Maybe. Come on, buddy. Oh, you got another one up here at the top. I lied. There's also a third one. My first time doing this, if you haven't noticed. So the way that it works is this white piece is inside the holding the liner into the car, and then this black push tab actually goes inside of that, expanding it and holding it in. So you've got basically a 2-part tab. Now, you can finally pull that back out of the way. I use part of my foam, and you're just gonna jam it in right like that. That's the professional way to do it. All right, yep. So it makes the tail light light up, that right there. So I'm just gonna pop it up from behind here. It's kind of hard to see, kind of hard to shoot actually. So here we are from the back. As you can see, you've got those 2 arms that kind of sit up on the plastic, and the metal bracket on both sides. So your left side and your right side, it's sitting on top, or it's sitting over top of the plastic. So there's those 2 tabs. It's kind of hard to see. This is really hard to get an angle of, but you can see it right there. All you do, you're gonna take this tab, pop it in place, hold everything tight, and then your light can mount. There are some instructions on top of your light, so you might want to take a picture of them. Come on, focus, focus, focus. There's some instructions on the top, not really instructions, but it tells you which wire runs which pole. And then one other thing to note, before you actually put these tabs into the holes, you have to install the light first, or at least put the light in there, because when you pop in the tab, there's a little area here on the light that when you push it in, the tab sits in that area. So as you can see, if you were to already put the tabs in, you wouldn't be able to push the light all the way in. So get your wiring out of the way, tuck that down, put your light in, and then you can put your tabs in. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a pain, and I'll go back on what I said originally. The metal bracket is gonna go inside the plastic tabs like a sandwich versus on the outside. Like a different type of sandwich.
That's an open face. So no open face.
No open face sandwich. You're all inside, baby. And you cannot get your hands back here. It's impossible. You cannot get your hands back here without ripping off the bumper. So this is not fun. It's really not. Come on. Oh yeah. There we go. So then you've also got your screws that hold the light to the metal bracket. So bottom line, push tabs are holding the bracket to the car. Screws are holding the light to the bracket. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that.
You make it look easy.
Whew. And you get dust in your eye too, which could be avoided if you wore safety goggles, but I'm already this far invested that I'm not gonna do it. Come on, dude. And you cut your hand on the gas tank too, because it's really sharp, and it's right here. There we go. It's going. Oh, yeah.
I can't help but feel like this would be a lot more streamlined if you weren't so hungover.
I know.
Is that light supposed to be crooked?
Yeah.
Just checking.
Where you're actually going to route your wiring, because obviously you're going to wire it up over here, there's a little plastic bung hole that you want to pop out. You can push it, just pop it in, and then it falls to the floor. And that's where you're going to route your wire. So as you can see, you just ran the wires up through the little hole that we pushed out the bung plug. And that was really simple. It's literally just behind the bumper here, and it just goes straight up. What we're gonna do, got my handy dandy assistant. We're cutting an X so that we can run the wires through that and reuse the plug, just so that everything stays clean and tight. And then once we get that all good to go, wire everything up. Pretty simple. Other than that, pain in the ass. Look at my hand. Look at my hand right now. That is from the gas tank. Edge of the gas tank on both sides, both hands, jacked up. If you look there, I've got the wires run through the plug. So then you just pop it back into place. And you're golden. All right, plug. Come on. So, the brake light functionality does work. However, we're having some issues here. The fog light functionality does not work. So if you turn your lights on, you can see the brakes coming on, both sides, everything's good. That works. Fog lights, or the running light portion of it, does not work. So the lights are on now. As you can see, fog light is not on. Running light is not on. But I'm also thinking the top fog light, running light's not on either when the lights are on. That's just a brake light. So maybe this isn't supposed to run, but there's an extra wire. I've tried it in every single spot in the plug, and it does not work. So I'm gonna do a little bit more research, figure out how to wire up the running light functionality. In the meantime, I've got these wires temporarily pushed into the back of the plug. So not hardwired in just yet, but they will be once I get the rest of this done. It's getting super cold out here. Voice is getting a little bit more hoarse. Nose is running. Got the J-pipe here. That was supposed to go on as well today. Just not enough time. We're gonna get this installed another time in an upcoming video. So she's finally going on. Finally. Here we go, the most satisfying thing of any install or new part. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. 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 Ooh. Bam, bam. Ooh, baby. Thumbnail. Oh, buddy. Yeah, that looks good. Now, if we can only figure out the running light. That's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.